YouTube live viewers. Today is November 14, 2024. It's the schedule of preview conference for civil works. So before we will start, we will invoke the presence of God. So can you request to please stand?
Let us pray. Father in heaven, thank you for bringing us together today. As we prepare for this meeting, we ask that you prepare our hearts and lead us in your wisdom. May we set aside our own agendas and seek what you desire for us to accomplish through this. Please direct our thoughts and guide our discussion. Help us to be attentive and respectful of one another's input and to work as a team. We ask that you grant us clarity of mind and lead us to helpful solutions. In Jesus' name.
Good morning once again. So today is the schedule of private conference for civil works. So may I request our back secretariat head to read attendance for the forum.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So good morning, everyone, for today's private conference for civil works dated November 14, 2024. Present here today, we have our back chairperson, Engineer Marcelino Ericabig Engineer, our back vice chairperson, Engineer Bernard F. Baranda, our back regular Sir Joseph M. Oliman, our back Mr. Representative, Engineer Crystal J. Banderas. And to the side of the project, we have a design section, Noah Shell and Felipe, Engineer Dr. Engineer and Cybergram. And from perspective videos, we have from Mary's Construction and Supply Development Corporation. We have Cecilia Fico, good morning, and we have and Paradis, good morning, ma'am. And the studio back head secretariat to commitment head April J.T. Petersons. Please answer.
Thank you, Engineer April, for the reading of the attendance for this morning private conference for civil works. So, welcome, ma'am, for coming here. So, since the Bid and Awards Committee is quorum, so I call this private conference for civil works to order. So, may I request Engineer Marcelo to present the proposed project.
Hello, good morning, everyone. So for our first project, we have 25KK0044, or the construction of multi-purpose building, Magsaysay Community College, Magsaysay, Misamis Oriental. So our appropriation is 40 million. The ABC is 39,600,000. The duration of the project is 280 calendar days. So this is the project site. Next, please. This is the site development plan. The perspective of the building. So the project scope, we have construction of multi-purpose building in Magsaysay Community College, Magsaysay, Misamis Oriental. A two-story 6 classroom building where the scope consists of the following. So we have an embankment of 1.4 meter. So this equates to 1,093.40 cubic meter of common soil. So our first two-story 6 classroom unit has complete structural components. So this includes reinforced concrete footing, columns and beams, complete roof trusses and roof sheets, including all roofing accessories. So this includes ridge roll, downspout, and flashings, complete ceiling with reflective insulation, complete concrete gutter with cement base, liquid and membrane waterproofing, complete masonry and finishing works, complete doors and windows, complete plumbing and sanitary works, complete septic tank, complete cistern and water pumping system, and complete electrical works. So the second two-story 6-classroom building, due to budget constraint, only has complete structural components, complete roof trusses and roof sheets, complete concrete gutter with waterproofing, complete CHB walls, complete doors and windows, complete plumbing and sanitary works, complete septic tank, and electrical wrapping ins. So really included sa atong scope is, our ceiling with insulation for the second two-story 6-classroom unit, cement plaster and painting finish for the second two-story 6-classroom unit, cistern and water pumping system for the second two-story 6-classroom unit, and tubular facade and accent walls for both building units. So these are the summary of quantities. We have provision of field office for the engineer, rental basis, permits and clearances, project billboard, signboard, occupational safety and health, mobilization, demobilization, general scaffolding and shoring and netting, structure excavation, common soil, embankment from roadway, structure excavation, common soil, embankment from borough, common soil, gravel field, structural concrete, 3,000 and 4,000 PSI, Class A 28 days, reinforcing steel, deform, both grade 40 and 60, formworks and false works, soil poisoning, CHB non-load bearing, including reinforcing steel, both 100 and 150 mm, carpentry and joinery works, finishing hardware, residential casement, steel window, steel lower door, aluminum glass windows, owning type, jalousie windows, glass, frames, jam, seals, head, transoms, and mullions, doors, both flush and wood panel, ceiling, 4.5 mm, metal frame, fiber cement board, molding, concrete, waterproofing, both cement base and liquid, built up and preformed membrane, glazed tiles and trims, unglazed tiles, cement floor finished with floor hardener, cement plaster finish, reflective insulation, railing, painting works for both masonry, wood and steel, fabricated metal roofing accessories, ridge/hip rolls and flushing, pre-painted metal sheets above 0.427 mm, corrugated long span, metal structure accessories of bolts and rods, turnbuckle, tug rods, cross bracing and steel plates, structural steel for both trusses and purlins, concrete gutter, touch basin, CHB, sewer line works, storm drainage and downspout, septic vault/tank, concrete/CHB, plumbing fixtures, cold water lines, cistern. So for electrical, we have conduits, boxes, and fittings, wires and wiring devices, panel board with main and branch breakers, and lighting fixtures. So for mechanical, we have water pumping system and fire alarm system. Minimum equipment requirement, we have one backhoe, one dump truck, one plate compactor, one bagger mixer, one jackhammer, one welding machine, one truck mounted crane, one bar cutter and bar bender, one cutting outfit, and 2 concrete vibrator. So that will be all.
Thank you, Engineer Gingoog, for the presentation of the proposed community college, Magsaysay. So, kamu may tanong mo, taga nabamoy pa namin, nabamoy clarification.
Ako tanan imong giistorya na kasabi docs man nga mo. Alitong tanan. Yes, ma'am. Ito lang na mo kung ano ang kuan kong unsay kuan sa among engineer. Okay, ma'am.
So,
Kung tahay sir, anak, pwede mo kung tahay na ay bidbo. Kung saan na siya pagkuan sir.
kita na niyo sa kwan website.
Sa just lang dito makita.
So, we will proceed for the next project. Engineer Rayman.
Next project is construction of flood control structure, Upstream, Mangiskis Bridge, Gingoog City, Misamis Oriental. So,
Excuse me, Engineer Rayman. So, may I ask from the procurement staff if there is clarification from the YouTube live viewers? None, so we proceed.
with an appropriation of 100 million and EBC of 96,500,000 with a duration of 305 calendar days. These are the location and geotag photos of the project site. So the topographic plan of the project, the color green, the alignment of the project. Next. The details of the top of the revetment or crease, the provision of pipe railings 15 in diameter, DI pipes, and the reinforcing RCPC with a diameter of 1,220 in diameter, total length of 20 meters. Okay. So these are the typical plan of the structure. The construction of 345.39 meters of flood control structure with 3 meters wide trees and concrete barriers. GI pipe railings, which include U-type structure, steel sheet piles, 600 mm width with 81.6 kilogram per meter. So the bill of quantities, we have provision of field office of the engineer, project billboard and signboard, occupational safety and health, mobilization and demobilization, individual removal of trees, ranging 301 to 500 in diameter, removal of structures and obstruction, concrete, clearing and grabbing, structure excavation, common soil, embankment from roadway or structure excavation, reinforcing steel, grade 40, structural concrete, 3,000 PSI, class A, with 28 days, then concrete, pipe culverts, class 4 RCPC, concrete slope protection, handy block embankment, structural steel sheet piles, furnish, and structural steel sheet piles, driven, then metal railings. So next. So muna siya itong perspective sa Mangiskis flood control. So ang kaniyang existing na ground is based ni sa katong na-generate na ikan sa civil treaty. That's all, thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Rayman, for the presentation. From the prospective bidders ang Riros Construction, do you have any clarification as presented by our engineer regarding this project? So since there is no clarification, how about from the YouTube live viewers? None. So we will proceed for the next proposed project. wala na. Duha. So since there is no clarification and questions regarding the presentation of the proposed projects, we will proceed for the technical requirements, both financial and technical.
Technical and financial documents and other requirements for infrastructure projects. Submission of receipt documents for technical component and Class A, legal documents. A, valid villages registration certificate with platinum membership. All pages in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the IRO. Villages certificate of registration and membership. All bidders shall upload and maintain in villages a current and updated file of the following Class A eligibility documents under sections 23.1A and 24.1A. 1. Registration certificate. 2. Mayor's business permit or its equivalent document. 3. Tax clearance. 4. PICA license and registration. And 5. Audited financial statements or AFS. Note that section 8.5.2 of the IRR states that for the purpose of updating the certificate of registration and membership, all Class A eligibility documents mentioned in this section supporting the veracity, authenticity, and validity of the certificate shall remain current and updated. The failure of the prospective bidder to update its certificate with the current and updated Class A eligibility documents shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate until such time that all of the expired Class A eligibility documents has been updated. Technical documents. B. Statement of the respective bidder and all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. And C. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, or SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. And D. Special legal actions in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. And E. Original copy of bid security. If in the form of a surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. Single largest completed contract, or SLCC. The SLCC completed should be similar to the contract to be bid or has the same major categories of work. The SLCC's value should be at least 50% of the ABC to be bid upon adjustment to current prices using the PSA Consumer Price Indices. Contractors under small A and small B categories without similar experience on the contract may participate if the cost of the contract to be bid is not more than the allowable range of contract costs, or ARCC, of their registration. Bid security. Purpose. To guarantee that the successful bidder shall, within 10 calendar days from receipt of the notice of award, enter into contract with the PE and furnish the performance security required. Form of bid security. A. Cash or cashier's manager's check. Amount 2% of ABC. B. Bank guarantee or draft or irrevocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank. Amount 2% of ABC. C. Surety bond callable upon demand, accompanied by certification from Insurance Commission. Amount 5% of ABC. D. Bid securing declaration. Amount 1% of required. Only one form of bid security is required to be submitted. Bidders have the option to choose their preferred form of bid security. F. Project requirements which shall include the following. A. Organizational type for the contract to be bid. B. List of contractors key document such as the project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, foreman, safety officer, and health personnel or first aider to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience in C. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the contract as the case may be. Contractors and personnel. The key personnel should meet the following number of years work experience. The experience means total years of civil works experience of any major in construction and engineering consultancy service, including the tax identification number or TIN of the key personnel. Compliance to DEO 98 series of 2016 revised guidelines on the accreditation of contractors or consultants materials engineer and to include the contact number of the materials engineer. Compliance to DEO 148 series of 2024 guidelines on the accreditation and assignment of contractors and consultants project engineer. If a proposed new technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the time of the bidder shall submit certification that one, the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is aligned with the contract. And two, he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office pursuant to the Department Order Number 9, Series of 2012. The proposed new personnel and replacement must be named in the bidding document. The key personnel required are the following: one project member with 5 years of relevant experience and 5 years of relevant experience. Note that the valid and updated government issued ID with 3 signatures should be attached. The second key personnel is one project engineer with 5 years of general experience, 3 years of relevant experience, and is a DPWH accredited project engineer. Note that the valid and updated PRC license ID and project engineer certificate with 3 signatures should be attached. The third key personnel is one materials engineer with 5 years of general experience, 3 years of relevant experience, and is a DPWH accredited materials engineer. Note that the valid and updated PRC license ID and materials engineer certificate with 3 signatures should be attached. The fourth key personnel is one foreman with 5 years of general experience and 3 years of relevant experience. Note that a valid and updated government issued ID with 3 signatures should be attached. The fifth key personnel is one safety officer with 5 years of general experience and 3 years of relevant experience. Note that a certificate of training issued by lawyer and a valid and updated government issued with 3 signatures. The last personnel is one full-time health person. Note that a certificate of training and a valid and updated government issued with 3 signatures. All in all, there should be 6 total number of personnels. Other personnel such as the mason, spearman, carpenter, painter, building, plumbing, or electrician should be included or reflected in the organizational chart. Contractors measure equipment units. The contractor is required to provide proofs of ownership and other supporting documents for equipment owned or lease agreements for equipment agreements and are under purchase agreements. Provided a certificate of availability from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project. Proof of ownership and other supporting documents for equipment pledge must specify and indicate the model or unit, capacity, performance, or size, plate number, motor number, or regulator, chassis serial number, engine serial number, specific location and individual for the department or the DPWH units. Contractors may not material or significant. Please refer to the all number 11, series of community for minimum material testing. DPWH requirement going to infrastructure main guidelines typically requires submission of the materials tested equipment and stated in clause 5.6 and 2.8 technical proposal and clause 5.6 and 2.8 and 4.c project requirements is informed DPWH INFR 15 list of contractors, major construction, and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certification of the validity. Original duly signed omnibus loan statement are all editors, and if applicable, original notarized certificate in case of corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officers under the OFS and the act to represent the division. Financial document. H. The respective bidders' consideration of net financial transactions or entities. Class B. I. If applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement or DEO in accordance with RA number 4560 and its IRE in case the joint venture is already in existence or duly neutralized statement from all the potential joint venture partners, stating that they will enter into and advise that the provisions of the DEO in the instance of the risk is for the financial component under there, original of duly signed and recorded financial aid funds and other documentary funds under Article number 9104. There, original of duly signed and recorded in the bill of funds. L. Duly appointed female estimate form, including a permanent review findings of construction delivery and the language used to control activity and cash flow by party. Detailed estimate. According to DEO 197, series of control. The following options shall not be subjected to OCS and property. 1. Mobilization and remobilization. 2. Physical and surgical treatment. 3. Permits and hearings. According to DEO 197, series of 3. The following non-solid amendments shall not be subjected to OCS before the very order and giving offers with rental basis, furnishing of services, laboratory, survey equipment and instruments, assistance to employees, programs, health and safety, traffic management, environmental control, communication of the this may be done only by electronically online. However, it only selects one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. The address states is scanning manually, is back and first floor, immediately not building, or longer in some for electronic submission, electronic is underscore Misamis Oriental 1 at DPWH This evaluation, the financial component of the bids of each tax year shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections or computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid costs. The VAT shall automatically disqualify in table calculated bid price which continues to be received. The following factors have to be considered in the evaluation of the country. 1. Completeness. No price in the required content. Non-compliant. Indicating a zero or a damage into the DOP. All prices are deemed to include all factors. This not addressing or providing all of the required contents in the given document, including where applicable total shall be considered non-responsive. For arithmetical calculations, this process in figures versus words per day, total price versus unit price per item, unit price per item per days, total price versus actual sum of component items, actual sum per days. Unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in DOP prevails. Post qualification, verification of legal requirements, licenses, certificates, permits, non-completion and blacklist. Verification of technical requirements. Key personnel, or minimum work experience requirements to be satisfied. Availability and commitment of nuclear construction equipment and materials for laboratory review. Performance in ongoing government and private contracts. Negative slippage of at least 15% in any contract, or a negative slippage of at least 10% in each of 3 or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to manage the failures on ongoing contracts within 7 calendar days and to complete them within 30 calendar days after receipt of the procurement entity's notice of defects and deficiencies. Failure of the contractor to manage the failures on contracts with pending certificates of acceptance within 30 calendar days and complete them within 90 days after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of defects and failures. Verification of technical requirements. Substandard quality of work as per contract plans and specifications, or unsatisfactory performance by contracted obligations as per contract terms and conditions at the time of inspection. Verification of financial requirements. Bid as proposal and NFCC. Contract award. The contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid, or LCRP, as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of notice of award within the bid validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 10 days upon receipt thereof, in accordance with section 37.2.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Common reasons for rejection of bids, ineligibility, and post-disqualification of bidder. 1. Failure to submit original copy of the surety bond certified by the Issuance Commission indicating the name of conduct, the procuring entity, and name of contractor. 2. Shorter bid validity and bid security validity period. 3. Overlapping of pledged equipment and committed key technical personnel. 4. Failure to indicate the validity of bid in the bid form. 5. Late submission of bids. 6. Failure to submit supporting documents, such as the certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the contract, if equipment pledge is to be leased or purchased. 7. Negative slippage in the ongoing contracts, negative 15% or more, or negative 10 in each of the 2 or more ongoing contracts. 8. Unsatisfactory CTAS rating. 9. Incomplete pages of bid documents. 10. Authority of the signatory to sign on behalf of the bidder. Single proprietor. Signatory should be the owner or proprietor only. Corporation or cooperative, board secretary certificate, and board resolution. Joint venture resolution agreement. Partnership, as indicated in the articles of partnership. That is all. Thank you. That's the Department of Order number 17 series of Please strike 69.1. In addition to the readings of rules 21 and 22 of this IRR, the whole subject to authority delegated to the if any shall impose on bidders or prospective bidders the administrative penalty of suspension for 1 year for the first offense and suspension of 2 years for the second offense from participating in the competitive bidding process, as well as disqualification from further participating in competitive bidding being undertaken by the procuring entity concerned, were applicable for the following violations. All other acts that tend to defeat the purpose of competitive bidding, such as habitually withdrawing from bidding, submitting late bids, or patently insufficient to bid for at least 3 times within a year except for valid reasons. Rights violation. 1. A bidder that had purchased bidding documents but subsequently withdrawn from the bidding or submitted a letter of non-participation or did not submit a bid with a valid cost as determined with the bids and awards committee concerned. A bidder submitting insufficient defective documents such as insufficient bid securities and other deficiencies. A bidder submitting a late bid without a valid cost as determined by the act concerned. Other acts that tend to defeat the purpose of bidding, public bidding, as determined by the concerned act, provided that these acts had been indicated or discussed in the instructions to bidders, bid bulletins, notices, minutes of pre-bid conference, or other similar instruments. Tax violations. A bidder that had purchased bidding documents but subsequently withdrawn from the bidding or submitted a letter of non-participation or did not submit a bid without a valid cost as determined with the bids and awards committee concerned. Valid reasons. Upon computation, its price bid was determined to be above the goods to be supplied are no longer available in the market. A bidder submitting a late bid with a valid cost as determined by the act concerned. Valid reason due to force majeure and quarantine restrictions. A bidder submitting insufficient effective documents such as insufficient bid securities. Number 1, bid security not in the name of the bidder. Number 2, insufficient amount in the validity period. Number 3, not issued in the name of the procuring entity. Submission of not valid filters. The bidder, the prospective bidder, to submit its diligent certificate with a current and updated Class A eligibility documents, example, legal and financial documents. Valid reason not accepted. Bidder to submit mandatory forms, price omnibus sworn statement, other required forms with bid security aside from the bid securing declaration, statement of the bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Statement of the bidders SLCC similar to the contract to be bid. Owner's certificate of acceptance or CPE's rating accompanying statement of the bidders SLCC. Bidders computation of 10 FCC or committed line of credit for goods. Notarized joint venture agreement or notarized statements as to forming GB for goods. Certification as the reciprocity to foreign bidders for goods. Special PICO license for joint venture for infrastructure. DUPA and cash flow for infrastructure. Valid reasons not acceptable. For CSD, failure to submit any of the following: certificate of employment, contract agreement, curriculum detail. Valid reasons not accepted. Submission of the following required forms is indicated in the 6th edition of the Philippine bidding documents without name, legal capacity, and signature of the bidder authorized representative. Number 1, bid 4. Number 2, price schedules. Number 3, bid securing declaration. Number 4, omnibus sworn statement. Number 5, GBA. Valid reasons not acceptable. Nomination of key personnel of different provided as per the promise of the bidding document. Valid reason not applicable. Failure to submit proof of ownership, lease, purchase agreements of pledge agreement. Valid reason not applicable. Failure Here to submit certification of papers in the Department Order 9 Series 2012. Valid reason not applicable. Failure to comply with the required number of key personnel and equipment. Valid visa not applicable. Participating in the bidding but not related business type as indicated in the mayor's permit for goods. Valid reasons not applicable.
And for the information of the respective reviews, these are the scheduled procurement activities for the presented project. So, assurance or downloading of bidding documents, including buying, attainment, and downloading bidding documents. Deadline will be November 28, 2024 until 8:30 a.m. And hard copies are available at Procurement or through the DPWH Misamis. And these bidding documents can be downloaded from DPWH website and project's website. And for those recipients or drafting of bidding documents, deadline will be on November 28, 2024 until 10 a.m. And for the schedule of the opening of bids, it will be on November 28, 2024 at 10 a.m. immediately after the submission of bids. Also, required category 5 to start ID 2522 for category 5 is FCSPS or flood control construction, slope protection using structural measures such as revetment, retaining structures, and floor net. Also, ID 2522 the code category 5 is BNC, WBNC or buildings construction without piles, low-rise concrete frame for 1 to 5 stories. And as shown, this is a sample of the technical and financial documents to be submitted. So the bid and supporting documents should be held and properly bound. So that's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer April, for the reading of the procurement schedule and the additional category, additional requirements and category works. So, so any questions, ma'am, from Reros as the presented? So none from the YouTube side. Viewers, wala. So since there is no more clarification and question, so any motion for the adjournment of this private conference for civil works dated November 14, 2024.
Hello. So Chair, I move the adjournment for the private conference for civil work, November 14, 2024.
I seconded, Mr. Chair.
It has been moved and seconded the adjournment of this private conference for civil works. So I will now declare this private conference for civil works November 14, 2024 is adjourned. Thank you for coming, our prospective bidders. And thank you, YouTube live viewers, for watching and presenter from the Planning and Design section and also for the Bid and Awards Committee.